All right, everybody. I just wanted to show you a little trick I use pretty regularly on like cleaning out firearms action. Right here, I've just got the lower to my service rifle, and it was kind of getting gunky. When you oil them and stuff, lots of times the blowback will send lube and oil and carbon and junk like that all down in the lower receiver. And I've actually already cleaned this one out, but I want to show you sort of what I do that works really good for me. I've got one of these, well, actually I got several of these little Harbor Freight spray guns that I actually use in my shop for just little things, and you can get these things most of the time for like around $15. They're really inexpensive. So obviously you'd have to have an air compressor to use this method, but the only thing I have in the cup right now is rubbing alcohol. I think it's just the 50% stuff. Ideally the 70 or 90% would be better. And the cool thing about the spray guns is they put out a fair amount of pressure. I mean, you can see what it how much it blows the skin around on my arm there, and you can adjust how much fluid comes out from the backside here, and you can adjust the fan spray to where if it's like a really broad like fan type pattern or a pencil spray. And for this, you'd want it screwed all the way down. You tighten it all the way clockwise and get the pencil spray pattern. But man, you talk about a great, it's almost like pressure washing it with rubbing alcohol or any kind of like mild solvent like that you're not worried about leaving residue or whatever in the action. So it works pretty great. You can just And then the other great thing about it, if you want to accelerate the drying off on these spray guns, I'll try to turn the fluid up here enough to where you can kind of see what happens. The first half of the trigger travel, you'll feel it. It's like a two-stage trigger. It comes back and hits a wall. Well, right there, the only thing you're doing is blowing air. When you pull back farther, that's when it actually starts spraying whatever fluid you have in there. So if you want to accelerate the drying of this, all you do is just pull it back halfway and you can pretty much just blow it completely dry. So that's a really handy little trick. If you don't feel like taking all the hammer and the trigger and all that stuff out and really cleaning it, this does a pretty remarkably good job. I'm sure if you really wanted to use a much more powerful solvent, such as like hoppies or some kind of solvent that's not going to eat the finish off your frame or the start peeling any kind of plastic or rubber grips or anything like that, I'm sure you could probably do that. I have a good enough luck and results out of just rubbing alcohol that I've not really looked to use anything other than that, because it's not toxic or whatever. And so yeah, hope you enjoyed that. It's a pretty good little trick. So thanks again for watching.